Hey guys, it's Nick the Booksmith. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody's doing good today. Today I have something a little different for you. I've been meaning to release this for weeks, but today is the day, I guess. So this month is actually like National Letter Writing Month, and so I wanted to get this done before April, and today is like half through the month, so we see how my plans turn out, right? My planning. So what this kit is, it's a new digital kit, but it's kind of different. So what it is a snail mail invitation type embellishing kit. And what I think is pretty cool is that if you print it out on label paper, or sticker paper, whatever you want to call it, you can use them, you can punch them out with punches, and you can use them like labels on your mail. So these are the shipping label papers that I have. I get the full sheet ones, and I have white and clear, and they even have a kraft brown, which is lovely. And because they have, you know, different kinds of paper, I have adapted the images to be printed out in a couple of different ways for each image. Okay, so let me explain. Let me explain. Let me put this aside. Okay, so the first page that is coming up, you can see I've been playing with them. So this is the Greetings and Salutations Kit, and this is the Sweet Nothing wreaths. And there are 5 different sentiments inside these little green wreaths with little pink rosebuds. And it's thank you with love, yours truly, sincerely yours, and love always. And I have printed these out on to that white label paper, and you just take your punch and you center it over one of the wreaths, and you just punch that puppy out, and it becomes a tiny little label to put on your mail. You can put these, you can use these for planners or journals, all kinds of different things that you want to embellish, little notes to people, even if it's not going in the mail, if you're just writing a note to somebody. And so they come in, like I was saying, excuse me, 2 different backgrounds. So this is the white background, okay? And the white background is meant to print onto the white, the kraft, and the clear. So this is what it looks like on the clear one. It looks a little bit like the white, just maybe a little bit more translucent. So the only thing about the clear paper is that for some reason these things don't like to punch through the clear sticker paper, the clear shipping label paper. I think these labels have a little bit of plastic in them or something because they want to stretch. They don't want to snap shut like the paper does in these things. So you know what? I just cut them out into squares with either a paper trimmer or some scissors, because when you put this label down on your envelope, it pretty much disappears anyway. So it's not as huge of a deal. So that's what you print the white background on, because the kraft, this is what it looks like on the kraft paper. I think it's really cool. I think it's a really nice finish. I love how it's a little vintagey with the little bits of like the natural color brown. The other background that comes with each of these images is a tea-stained image. So as you can see, half of it's gone. So this is the tea-stained color background, and you print this out only on the white shipping label paper. If you tried to print it out on the brown, I think it'd be too dark. But do you see how it's kind of a nice contrast? So this ended up a little bit darker, a little bit more rustic, a little bit more primitive, and then this one is more of a golden vanilla color. It's almost a true tea-stained paper color. And so with each sheet of labels, you get 4 different ways that you can print them out, whether it's clear, white, tea stained, or on the craft brown. So this is the first image. It's going to be full of these guys, and these are the lovebird wreaths. And there's a missing row. Sorry about that, I was playing. But as you can see this cute little vintage bird inside the wreath, and so it matches the other wreath. And so these are also punched out or cut. This one's actually printed on the clear paper, so I will cut these. But you can punch them out if you use the paper label paper. The paper label paper? So redundant. But these also come in a white background and the tea stained background. So either way, you can coordinate everything all together and print it on whatever paper you decide to do that with. So you will also get every single monogram will come in the kit. So this is what a page of the monogram wreaths look like, and this is the A. And so there are 20 on this. These are 1.5 inch circles. They do make 1.5 inch punches. I just don't happen to have one, so I can't show you how to punch, but you know how to punch. But all 26 letters come in the kit with a white background and also the tea stain background. So you get a monogram. Well, you get 26 monograms. You also get these little guys, and these are the love letter wreaths, and these are 2 inch circle punchables, and also white background and tea stain background. And then you will also get, and I misplaced the paper. It's sitting around here somewhere, and now I can't find it. So you'll also get empty wreaths that have nothing in the center, so that if you wanted to stamp something special, like if you have a special little stamp or a wax seal, or you wanted to write in a date, maybe a save the date type of invitation, or a baby shower, wedding shower, special day of some kind, and you were sending out invitations and you wanted the date on there, you could use the empty wreaths to be able to customize that for your own invitations, for your letters, whatever you wanted to use them for. Also, white background and the tea stain background. So the last thing that is in here, do this upside down, are these wraparound address labels. There's one missing. There's 6 on a page, and this is what they look like. They have the little lovebird wreath on them and the little to and a from. These also come with the white background and the tea stain background. I am really digging the clear label paper. It kind of rocks my world and makes me happy. Some of you might be thinking, why didn't I make them printable onto like the 2 inch round circle label paper or whatever? So the reason why I did not do that is because I know I've printed for a long time, and I've used label paper, and I've used like little circle templates that you sometimes, if your printer doesn't, if it's not lined in there just right, it'll be a little skewed off to one side, and then you peel it off and your label only has part of the image missing. And I was like, you know what? I think it's easier just to print it out on full sheets and then just punch out what you want or cut it out. Instead of going through the frustration of getting everything aligned just correctly, because you could waste a lot of label paper that way, and nobody wants to do that. So let me show you some of the things that I have done with that. This is one of the envelopes that I have used, and this is just a regular old white, business label. business envelope. And so this is your wraparound little address label. I put a monogram on this side. So let me grab one. So here's this dude, and with these, you have to cut these out because they don't have punches this big. You know this though. I know you know this. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So you can cut these out. And then what's nice about the label paper as opposed to the full page sticker sheet paper is that these are made to be written on. And so you don't have to worry about not being able to write on your labels if you buy the shipping label. Grab my pen. So here is the 2, and so you're gonna send this to Jim Bob, and he lives at 1234 Anywhere Street, and he lives in New York City, New York. And then it's from, you can put me, and then you put your address. So anyway, that's what you do. You should just fill it out. So all I do is I just take my fingernail and I kind of just smush the side, and it kind of lifts up the label from the backing. Just like that. And these have lines in the back, so excuse me. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to center the edge of the envelope in between where the bird and the from. So if you see, come on camera, there we go. Right between the bird wreath and the from. So we just kind of line that up right there, and that gets stuck down, and then you just flip it over, and that goes down on that side. So here is the from address, the to address, and these kinds of labels are available all over the place. So it's not like your post office will go, what's that? No, they'll figure it out. And so another thing that you could do, like I did on that one, is I took my little monogram, and this is my N. And again, because yeah, if you have like a cry cut or something, and you could cut little circles around these things and on the clear paper, that would rock. So, but as you can see, it kind of goes away. You have to really look close to see where the edge of that clear sticker paper is. It just kind of melts into the background. So you can put your monogram, you can put your to, your from, and then on the back, it's like, you know, you can grab some birds. Let's grab a bird, put a bird on it. Some of you guys will get that. Some of you in the States will get that. Well, I don't know. Is Portlandia international? I'm sure it is. And then on the back, after you put your letter in there, then you could seal it with a bird. And then everything is just kind of coordinated because they all have the same wreath. Super cute, right? Or, oh, where'd it go? I lose stuff like constantly. Okay, sorry, I had buried my things. You can also use one of the wreaths here that has the, you know, the sentiment, and you could put a sentiment right on the back as well. So however you wanted to do that. I wanted this to be customizable so that you could make your, you could change things around if you wanted to, or, you know, I think it'd be great for all kinds of invitations and that kind of thing. And this is like a smaller invitation size envelope, and they still work on this size as well. So this is the wraparound and address label. Here's the monogram, and then the bird up here. So they're not too large. to put on the smaller envelopes either. So that's nice to know. You'd have to have a really, really dinky envelope for it not to work. So no worries. This is just like this is a pretty envelope. But you could take like this kind of envelope. You could put here's the tea stain. So here's the tea stain one. Here is the kraft brown. Here is the white one. And then the clear one, let's see what the clear one does on this. Still pretty. So it kind of melds in too, so it doesn't really show up the edges won't show up real well. No worse than if you used one of these. So anyway, I really like this clear paper, and it's not that expensive. It's not that expensive, and sometimes places like Office Depot and those kind of places will run sales on their shipping label paper, and sometimes it is quite a bit cheaper than the sticker paper anyway. But you want to be able to write on it so that you can, you can write on the labels. Of course, these don't need to be written on if you don't want to, but these would need to be written on, and then if you wanted the empty reads and you wanted to write something in there. Look at this mess. Look at this mess. So just to sum up, there are 5 images as far as these guys. So the wreaths, there's 5 of these. So you get the love letter, the birds, the sentiments, the monogram, and then the empty ones, okay? And then the 6th image is your wraparound shipping labels with the lovebirds on them. And then, like I said, they come in both backgrounds, tea stained and white. And then also you get all 26 monograms white and tea stained. So in the kit there are PDFs, and so that was the only way I could maneuver it to an easy way to get all those monograms all shoved in so that I didn't have to worry about somebody not getting a monogram that they needed. So the monograms are all in PDFs, and then the last PDF is all these images, the wreaths and the address labels. So if you do not know how to open a PDF on your computer, just Google, how do I open a PDF on Mac, or how do I open a PDF on a PC? So whatever you use, just Google that, and everybody opens PDFs. It's a very, very common thing for businesses and corporations, and so it's kind of something that should be super simple to be able to get easily done on your computer as well. Okay, I'm out of breath. It's been a day, man. It's been a day. But I finally got all this all wrapped up. So it is available down in the description box. There is a link to my shop that has this kit if you want to check it out. The thumbnails will have the different images in it to remind you. And you can always come back here if you need to check out the different kinds of paper to put them on. And if you have any questions, put them down in the comment section below, or below this way, I guess now. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all are having a fabulous day, and I will be catching you very soon in the next how to make your own journal segment. So I will see you soon. Bye guys.